we have a shelf life. You know that and my only friends that continued in the dance world for the most part, they choreographed, they tried to have have dance companies, or they went back to school, got masters, and worked in colleges so they could make a living because there is a shelf life. And then what? So I would say professionally, I danced about 10 years. I danced with Lewis, did a lot of touring, spent years in Europe probably. And then in between other small companies, and then Elisa Monti. Now, remember, this is the day of AIDS. So this was a hard time to be a dancer in my world. It rocked my world. My best friend died of AIDS. It was 1984. You know, it's funny because Louis Falco was also a photographer, and they did a book of him. And there were all these pictures of me and my friend Billy. And I swear to God, you think we were like, it was like a love story, the two of us, because we were so close, everything but lovers. We did everything together. And we were roommates, best friends. We drank, it was everything together. So I think that there was I think for me, it was sort of colored by that. I probably stopped dancing a little too soon. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Europe, and with Louis, we danced with Italian television, and I got to work with Louis at La Scala, which was super cool. Um, and then Elisa Monti, but that was sort of more short-lived. That didn't work out so well. And then I tried to dance, and I probably should have joined another company. Um, but like I said, the bar and my life. And I had started picking up a camera, though. I took my camera with me. I had a little camera. When Lewis and I have a lot of the same pictures because we would shoot a lot of the same stuff. And dancers will do anything. We were the best models because dancers will, if I told a dancer, can you climb up there for me? They would climb up. I would do that where it was almost unsafe, but safe enough um, for a picture. And it was fun, we didn't do it to like be impressive. It's not like dance today where it's all about tricks. I mean, yeah, I have pictures of me and I'm in I doing things that I'm going, oh my God, I can't believe I ever could do that. But it wasn't as much about tricks as it was. So anyway, and I had all these, I love taking pictures when I was on tour in beautiful places. So that's how I started. And then when I was after leaving Elisa's company, I had a friend of mine who was a photographer, and he started, he wanted to teach me to become. He actually worked at the bar, but he also was a photographer, but not like for home, not the kind of stuff that I do now, not at all. But he started teaching me some stuff, and that's how I started. And then I realized that I had a knack for it. I liked it, and I started doing family photography while I was in New York. And I would go out to the Hamptons and I, sort of hone my skills. And I realized I had an ability to do that. And it was joyful. And you're giving something that makes people happy. So that's how I got into photography. And then before I left, the first time I had volunteered at Bellevue Hospital. And before I moved to Florida, which was a long time ago, I volunteered for the Special Olympics. And that's where my love from those two things, from Bellevue Hospital and Special Olympics, I knew that there was a path for me someday that would bring me back there. But that didn't happen right away.